Let's move on to region number two. Okay. In the previous video, we talked about the regular carbon on region number one, so regular sp3 carbon hydrocarbon. Move on to region number two. This sp3 carbon is bonded to electronegative atoms. For example, bromine and nitrogen. Right. So when you have an electronegative atom next to the carbon, the carbon become more de-shielded, so move to the left side. Okay, and chlorine, which is more electronegative than bromine and nitrogen, so it go up to about 50. But I mean, I give you a range, and do not memorize this number except 60. That's oxygen. That's your reference point. If you remember one number I asked you to memorize on IR 1715, that's 60 ppm in on a carbon NMR. Okay. All right, that's your reference point. So if you have a 60, anything below about 50, so maybe chlorine, bromine, nitrogen, anything that have less electronegative than oxygen. Guess what? The most electronegative atom in the periodic table, what is that? Fluorine, right? So fluorine should be even more de-shielded than oxygen, go up to about almost 100. Okay, so but at least you can see the trend. Do not memorize any number except 60. Okay. All right, I want you to match. Oh, by the way, so all this just follow inductive effect. You have learned about induction before. Okay. All right, let's do this. So match carbon A, B, and C to the signal. Okay. I'm going to draw the line at 50. So and ignore the solvent peak, CdCl3. All right. So we got two regular carbon, and then a carbon with the on region number two with the electronegative atom. Super simple here. All right. So totally C next to oxygen is gonna have to be more de-shielded. That's gonna be that carbon. Okay. A and B. And you remember the trend, we have CH3, CH2. So CH2 is more de-shielded than CH3 already, and it's closer to the oxygen, gonna be even more de-shielded than carbon A. So we have B right here, and then A is really upfield, really shielded. Okay. All right, that's pretty much it. Region number two. Now let's move on to region number three. Talk about sp2 carbon.